I am trying to see, let's see what I've got going here. Let's see what my current state of run. Let's see if I'm even compiling at this point. Ew, nope. The npm install exited with code. What? Shut down anything I've got running? I don't have anything running. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go npm and build. See if I've got a compile error or something. Build failed because of Webpack. Coach card redefined here on 4. Wait, what? Means I've got it twice? What? On line 4. Oh, wait a minute. This is supposed to be called by the page, not by this, which I already have. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, so where are we with things lately? Well, today was kind of doing this UI, but it is also kind of working with my back-end stuff because I'm trying to get a basic format of my in-memory data. So hopefully everything's still running because I haven't actually attempted to check it. Error can be escaped with blah 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 blah. Wait, failed to compile. That's the problem here. Import does not contain a default export imported as fetch GamePlan. Attempted import error does not contain a default export imported as fetch GamePlan. GamePlan data. All right. That's this. Fetch GamePlan. Oops. I guess I didn't call it fetch GamePlan data. I think that's probably fine. I don't need to be data. I'm fetching the game plan, so import it as attempted import error. Service data, game plan data, fetch game plan, F, capital G, capital P. Oh, do I have to call it exactly like it is? I didn't, I guess I didn't really. Oh, wait. Gameplan data.js. Fetch gameplan. Okay, what is the problem here? Coach gameplan .jsx, which is what I'm working on. Gameplan.jsx. Attempted import error. Services data, gameplan data does not contain a default export. Oh wait, did I change the name? Is that not the right name? Oh, export default. Oh, I see what I did. I see what I did. That's probably for the functions, but I don't have a function. Game plan data. That's a default too. I didn't do it as a default. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take that on to the next level. Try it again. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, I've been having to. I haven't practiced my lines enough today. I did it a few times over the last few days, and I have got it down. I mean, I do know my lines. Just that if you don't read through them every now and then, you're gonna Missing key prop for element iterator. What the heck? Can be escaped with blah 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 blah. Coach card.jsx error on 1240. Oh, this the coach card isn't even like fully implemented. I was just putting some stuff down, so it's supposed to be just generic stuff. I managed to have bugs just even on my basic, very because what? Oh, it doesn't like coach's photo. Coach's 12. It is 12. Really? How about that? I mean, I can escape it, but coach photo's fine. And then we have on 46 of GamePlan, got another problem. 46 says missing key prop for element in iterator. Oh, you know what? I think what I need is this one. All right, now where are we at? Well, we got to compile. Now we're linting. No linting problems. So we're on the right track. Here we go. Nice. Okay. Let's see what we got. So with my campaign having just launched, oh, what is nonsense of that? Exec what? File exec SDK. Hey Nintendo. GitHub Copilot free. What do you mean? What do you mean? Have they made it free? Because it wasn't free. I have not actually ever tried it because they always charged for me to use it. So is that a thing now? They made it free? All right, what happened here? Application npm cache resolve npm install. Why is it trying to install anything? Npm install. Really? All right, let's go look. I have not attempted to use Copilot in a while. When did that happen? It's just like some new thing. They just decided, screw it, we're just making it free. Probably because too many people were just using regular old Copilot. I don't even know. Can I even get Copilot going? And let's see, how do I get it going here? Somewhere down here there must be a GitHub Copilot. Let's see here. I don't even know how to get to GitHub Copilot. I was ignoring it for so long. Copilot. GitHub Copilot. Yesterday, wow. Your AI pair programmer. Let's see, do they have a latest version? Last 12/20. That's today. So yeah, look, sign up for GitHub Copilot, free. All right, let's go here, open. Your AI programmer, Copilot for So they have a Copilot Pro, whatever that is. You do not belong to any organizations. Start using Copilot free. Install Copilot on your favorite code editor. Sign in to use Copilot for free. This site is open. Oh, this little thing? Huh. I guess that is a weird little thing. Okay. Alright, Copilot is powered by AI, so mistakes are possible. Review output carefully. Touch content, chat to the extensions. Oh, that's cool. Alright, well, I'll definitely start using that at some point. It's gonna be, I don't know when. I mean, when I go back to Go, which could be in 5 minutes for all I know, but I mean, it will eventually get back to being used. That's cool. They must have just decided nobody was, or not enough people were using it, or too many people were using. I mean, you know, it's like they wanted everybody on it instead of just some. The Nintendo, yep, U 3.6, then 3.5, not GPT-4. It says GPT-4 right here. They have Claude 3.5 and GPT-4. I don't know. No, I don't have it installed on my Visual Studio. I don't even know. Oh, look, you can do GitHub Copilot here. Can I do it here too? Get Copilot. Oh, I already got it. So can I add it to that too? Unlimited messaging, access to latest models, customized conversations. Allow GitHub to use my data. Well, I'll definitely give it a go. I mean, I'm not adverse to trying it out. I've seen a lot of people using it. But so I have it, but here it just takes me to here. Oops. Go to your personal profile. Huh. That's weird. I don't know why it's like... Maybe I can't run it in multiple editors? Copilot access to Bing. Allow GitHub to use my data for AI modeling. Allow GitHub to use my data for product improvements. Suggestions and code snippets for product improvements. More information. Copilot can allow or block suggestions. Do I have to click that? No, I don't want that. So maybe it just doesn't work in Visual Studio unless you have like Pro or something. That's okay. I can use. I'm not in Visual Studio all the time. All right, so what is the problem here? Found whatever that is. I'm not even sure why these are misbehaving, to be honest, because they weren't an issue up until like 2 seconds ago. Let's close this. You know, I haven't closed my Visual Studio in like a week. Probably. So I was I'm trying to decide if I agree with you. Claude does do a little better with describing things and telling you, and it does seem to figure some stuff out that GPT has had issues with. But I've also had it go the other way. I mean, there's times when ChatGPT has given me the solution, and Claude just took me down a rabbit hole. So you just really got to be careful. But yes, I have seen times when Claude seems to be better at describing, or like you say, reasoning out what the cause is. It has, in fact, recently, I think yesterday, I had an issue that I couldn't get from solved from GPT, and Claude figured it out. But what the heck is going on, man? What is wrong? This thing is not a problem. It's never been a problem, and now it's a problem? I don't get it. What the heck? I'm building. Oh, you know what? I could be. What are these errors? They're such. It's like it's not erroring during my compiling or building. What model? Oh, well, I don't know. Claude, whatever the default is for Claude, I don't pay for it, so you know. And then Claude only lets you use have like 20 questions, and then it's like, okay, you've had enough for today. So you gotta. I try not to go to Claude very often. Yeah, that sounds like the solution. But I think Claude is 3.5 or whatever. What is this thing showing me? Oh, that's my environments. They changed colors. They were just yellow. Now they changed to this color. I don't know why. All right, so what is going on? All right, I got it. This was not. Why am I getting this? Why is it even trying to run npm install? Let me just run it myself. Npm install. Okay. Npm install -- legacy - peer - deps. Okay. So like I said, I don't know why it's even trying to run npm install. Gemini, huh? How's Gemini coming along? I know that they were trying to get that, because Google was kind of late to the game, and Gemini was their big. Oh wait, something's happening. Did it actually go? Okay, so that fixed it. I just needed to run whatever the default that was trying to run npm install was doing. All right. It didn't know that I'm using kind of later versions than what npm install works with. Or a lot of the packages don't work with some of the later versions, so you have to kind of do a force with get the legacy dependencies in there. Oh no, I didn't want that. Nope, it's gonna go there. Don't want it to go there. Go to the coaching profile. Going to the wrong file. What time is it? 4:10. Ah, my work day's almost over. Bummer. Bummer. How am I gonna get? Okay, so first attempt failed. Okay, so what do we got here? Use effect is not defined. Wait, what? GamePlan. What do you mean it's not defined? It's defined right there. It says use effect. What do you mean? What nonsense are you speaking to me? GamePlan, JSX, use effect. Now to be fair, I did this. I created this one without the help of AI. This oftentimes every now and then I feel like I just need to type it out myself, and I compared against other ones that worked, but apparently I missed something. Oftentimes I just use Copilot, Windows Copilot. I mean, for a lot of my simple questions, it's when things start getting complicated and Copilot doesn't seem to know where to go, then I switch over. Because Copilot is 100% free. I never get axed. I can ask all the questions I want from Copilot, Windows Copilot. So I don't have to worry about tapping out my question limit. So if it can figure it out, then, because like a lot of little things, I just use regular old Windows. Yeah, it just sticks better. It starts to iron itself out in your mind. I'm learning pretty good on how things function, but I've noticed that sometimes I'm not always aware of the full syntax. So like you said, typing it out every now and then helps me to iron out the syntax parts. But I'm not hardcore about learning the syntax because I feel like I'd rather learn hows and whys of functionality and understand what they're doing, because that's more important to me, because then I'm more likely to know what I need to do to make something happen. Because syntax can be figured out, but I still, like you say, I like to type it out every now and then to just kind of get that going. And it helps me to track down some of my own bugs quicker without asking you AI. But again, don't always have to. AI is making it so you kind of can find simple bugs pretty quick, even if you don't see them. I generally can spot them, but in this case I couldn't. So what did it say my problem was? Oh, duh. See? That's some, yeah. Yeah, I didn't put it in my thing here. Import it. Okay. Well, it tried. Cannot destructure property ID of GamePlan as it is undefined. That's the other thing. I wanted to not pass back some stuff. I'm getting. Do I need to do? All right. So I don't even know if I need to do that. Let's see here. So I have ID. That's the first value. I wonder if my data is not even. I wonder if my app's not even running right now. What time is it? 4:14. Oh no, it did run. Game plan for user ID 123. Okay, so it did run. That was not it. It's not defined. It comes back with no. Comes back with no data. That's weird. What is PowerShell doing? So when I did game plan here, it's supposed to say game plan 1, 2, 3. So why is it coming back undefined? Well, isn't OpenAI still what ChatGPT is using? I mean, I know it's like 3.5 or 3.0 or something, but it's an older, it's a previous version. I mean, Microsoft built Copilot based on ChatGPT. At least that's what I remember hearing anyway. Seeing as they own part of ChatGPT. I mean, you're going to put money into something, you might as well use it. All right. Now, we did get a run, but why? When was that? Oh, that was yesterday. That was my first call today, trying to get this to run. Okay. Why is it... Alright, well, alright, let's do this. Where'd it go? Oh, where's my error? I cannot destructure property ID. So man, today's a... I thought ChatGPT was based on OpenAI. I mean, I thought that was its... I thought ChatGPT was a result of building it off of OpenAI. I didn't know ChatGPT was its own animal. I thought they were related, like, you know, brothers and sisters. Boy, today's door dashing was a mess. Okay, so I mentioned to you before that Uber Eats is like terrible. I mean, like really, really bad as far as what they pay. I mean, today, as soon as I logged on to Uber Eats, I got like 5 straight ones, and I just rejected them all because one was like 19 miles for $9. One was $17 for 17 miles for $10. One got close. It was like 9 miles for $8 or something. And okay, so ChatGPT is owned by OpenAI, so it is OpenAI's technology. It's just a better version. It's their output version. So anyway, I learned something new about Uber Eats, which makes them even worse. They do not count their distance to pick up the food. So I accepted a 6 mile like $7 order. It was just about my mark, $7.50, and I go, all right, 6 miles, $7.50. I can do that. Or no, it's $9 for 6 miles. So I'm like, okay, that's about $1.50. So I went ahead and took it. But I had to drive like 3.5, almost 4 miles to get to the food place. And so I arrived, picked up the food, went to hit navigate, and it was still 6.1 miles. And I was like, are you kidding me? They don't count the drive to the food? See, DoorDash counts the drive to the food. If you get a 6 mile order and you have to drive 3 miles to the food, then it's only a 3 mile delivery. Uber Eats does not count that. So however long it takes you to get to the food, that's on you. So if you're not like right next to the store, then you better count those miles and add it to your total. I mean, regardless, Copilot works most of the time. I don't have any complaint. The biggest problem I have with Copilot is it's not as great at the descriptions, explaining stuff. But it still works pretty good most of the time. Like I said, for most simple problems, I don't need any of that other stuff. Each day, I'll probably, in fact, Uber actually complained to me today. It says, "Hey, your acceptance rate is lower than the average in your area." And I'm going, what does that say about your stuff? I mean, it's the average, which means there's a bunch of people lower than the average because they're not all hitting the average. There's some people accept everything, and there's a bunch of people like me who are like, I'm not taking that crap, and so it averages out. So that's it's like, if your average just now got triggered by the fact that I'm rejecting 80% of your orders, it's because your orders are lame. Who wants to drive that far? But I do take probably 1 or 2 Uber Eats. I mean, there are times when they're good deals, but I have them going just because DoorDash, on the other hand, it's hard to get orders at all because there's a lot of people dashing, and you just don't get much out of it. Yeah, I know. I mean, even DoorDash complains, and there are reasons to be higher up. I just don't care. I'm not going to make those crappy deliveries. So I don't reject them, though. I've noticed it's better to not reject DoorDash than it is to reject DoorDash. I just pretend like I didn't see it. And it says, you missed one. I'm like, okay. But I'm not, I don't cancel. That's not true. I did cancel one today on DoorDash. And it was because of that stupid Uber Eats one. I was like, okay, so I drove the 4 miles on a 6-mile order, and I'm thinking, okay, so I only got 2 miles to go, and a DoorDash popped up that was real close, but it was a 4-mile drive. And I'm going, all right, I could probably make this. I could probably make this drive and come back and get it because it'd only be 2 miles off the thing. And it was kind of in the same direction. So I was like, that's not too bad. And so I accepted it. And then I went to navigate on my Uber Eats, and it said 6.1 miles still. And I'm like, frick! They don't count the drive. So I had to go and cancel the DoorDash one because there's no way I'm going to make 6 miles. And the Uber Eats one had me driving to Timbuktu. And so I was like, yeah, I can't do both. So I had to cancel it. I canceled it. It says, do you want to not get paid? I'm like, well, I'm not going to get paid if they cancel the order after, 20 minutes or 30 minutes late and their food is cold. So yeah, I'll take no pay. I mean, I didn't, that's why I canceled the order. But yeah, it's, I don't normally do that, but I didn't know that Uber Eats was stupid. So I didn't do it. All right. So let's see what this says. Verify the response contains GamePlan res object with the GamePlan res. So it's not telling me. Well, it does kind of sort of tell me. Maybe I didn't have any data in there. Shouldn't be the problem, but we'll do a couple of validations on it, I guess. ID, user ID, GamePlan. GamePlan res and GamePlan res. Okay. So I could just do that one. Nope. What the heck? Oh, I hate when it does that. It puts them all in one line. That's a Copilot problem. I forgot. When you copy code for Copilot, it compresses them into a single line. so when you get it back, it doesn't copy it and paste it the way you drew it. It's like, look, if I go like this, it puts the whole thing in one line. So it's like, that's not great. My day's not bad. But I wish I had given myself more time to do more of this. I did not. Just days go so fast these days when I'm working on this. I mean, I worked on it a lot this morning. I actually streamed this morning for a while, and I was doing stuff on it. I did also install Unity, so I got the Unity dev environment set up. So there's that. And I keep reaching for the pockets in my shirt, and I don't have any. I keep doing this. There's no pockets. Yeah, it's 4:27, but on Fridays, 5 o'clock is my work cutoff. I switch over to entertainment only. This is fun, but it's not entertainment. So I do other things. I got to break it up and just focus on doing more entertaining things, I guess, gamey things. So, and the week just flies by. I've only been doing 2 to 3 hours of dashing. It's like, I could get through a lot of work. And it's like, nope, maybe I can't. It's like, all right, let's see if this. I did actually go over this morning as well my development game plan. Oops, that's not going to work. No, go away. It's probably not going to work because I did not close the app. It does not build right if I don't close the app. What was I going to say? The development roadmap. Yeah, that's it. So I completed my development roadmap for the first 3 months. Well, first 2 months, which is from when I started at the end of October through the end of December. My day just says F. Now you can't work on your app. Kinda. It's a. I don't want to say it's. Well, I mean, I guess it is. I mean, what am I saying? It is a religious thing. It's not Jewish because yes, it's the Sabbath, but I'm not Jewish. I'm Christian, but I believe that the Sabbath is important. I don't know. I feel like the reason God told us to take a break from the things that you're thinking about and working on and, you know, all those things is for both your mental and your physical health and recovery. I mean, he's got a reason for what he tells you. It's not like he's just saying, nope, you can't do it. I'm just because. There's no reason. I don't think he really does a lot of stuff or tells you to do a lot of stuff for no reason. I mean, yeah, he doesn't always explain himself, which would be nice. Hint, hint. But just, you know, I guess that's where the faith comes in. But you gotta just go with the flow. So, yeah, you know, today's average income for DoorDash was like $9 per hour. That's so bad. But I keep asking myself, it's a little bit. It helps. It pays pays a little bit. This week I probably paid off. Well, you know, I refunded us at least this week, at least 2 or 3 Christmas presents. I don't know if that's not measurable, but you know, I think all the dashing I've done in the last 2 months has probably paid off half of our Christmas presents at least, right? So that's half that money didn't leave our account because, you know, trying to stretch those dollars. They're not very elastic, but got to do what you got to do. Did I run this? Did it actually run? I don't even remember if I ran it. I think I did. I can't run it again. Oh, I did. Okay, let's go ahead. I kind of know when I've run it because that weird :A thing shows up if I didn't. All right, so we're gonna. And I can kind of tell this is semi-loading because things kind of semi-happen. Invalid DOM property class. Did you mean class name? Maybe. That's progress though, because now we're farther down the. Air. Because we got class somewhere on here. Invalid DOM name class. Where's class? I know you must have mentioned class for a reason. Where the heck is class? All right. What file are you talking about? Invalid DOM name class? All right. Okay, there is no class. So where is it seeing class? Is it in page? No. Is it in code card? Aha. Oh, yeah. Why? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to. Okay, so this is my first attempt at trying to do a div table. So, and I asked one of these AIs, and this is the format it gave me. So it's like, okay, well, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't always answer the question correctly. My React.js complaining that class is not valid in this Oh, is that? Yep, it's just class name. It was right. Just class name. Not coach name, class name. Name. I guess it did say, did you mean class name? I said, well, maybe I do. Let me confer with my buddy. GamePlan res. Oh. Okay, so it did something, but now it's saying GamePlan res is undefined. What do you mean it's undefined, man? Can't be undefined. It's right here. It's defined right there. GamePlan res. I'm staring at it. I wonder if I stop right here. What's it going to do if I stop right there? All right, so we obviously have stuff going in. Yeah, look at that. There's data. There's data up the wazoo there. My wazoo is full of data. So why don't you like it? Why don't you like it? Wait, what? Okay, wait, what? All right. What happened? What are you talking about, man? That's GamePlan res. I mean, very clearly it's got data, so how come it didn't set? What if I'm not even sure why am I don't know how to take the word of AI too much. How much DoorDash is only 2 hours today too, which should be not too bad. I mean, I don't know what my excuse is. I mean, I was working, like I said, I did stuff. It just wasn't enough stuff. I wanted more stuff done. I wanted this piece done. I wanted to be on the go and start working on I'm trying to get the output so that it looks good, so that I can maybe set it up to save back to this, actually create a new situation and send it back. But obviously I need to get it to output before I can do it to input. So how is this empty? That's not supposed to be empty, because response, game plan. Do I need to? Shouldn't be an array. Should just situations are an array. I don't care about that. Okay, so let's stop this. I'm wondering if you know what, let's just take this thing off. I don't know what. Let's see if that matters. I'm not sure why it's defined that way, but I'm just curious. Let's see if that does anything. All right, what do we got? Come on, Papa Lapa. Give me some lovin'. Give me some lovin'. Oh, we got a breakpoint. And we have data. Yeah, see, who needs AI? Who needs AI? I do, just kidding. I'll need you. I'll need you. AI robot people. I don't know. Oh, hey, look, something popped out. I mean, that's ugly as snot, but it did do something. I don't have any favorite plays. So I got the offense, down 1, distance 10. Minutes in half 15, minutes in game 30, leading by 7. First choice run, second choice pass. So we're getting some we're getting closer. It's not beautiful by any means, but it's it's definitely a thing. So here's how this is going to look, or supposed to look. Okay, so this stuff here is my game plan. So there's going to be like, you can add and remove and create items in your game plan. This is the coaching card right here. So I didn't put much in there. I just put his name, and there'll be a photo of whatever coach card has. And then this is just a generic value that's supposed to be on that card. First coach info. I didn't put much there. I just wanted to show up, but I tried to set it up as a table because this photo, this should be going across to about the width of a card. This coach photo is supposed to go down to about here, like it's a photo. And then info on a table on the side. But see, I didn't mess with the formatting of my div table. So it just looks like it's all in a list right now, which is not great, but it's starting. And then I have my output here, which obviously got an error of some kind, but I only had one record. Let's see what it complained about. Cannot be a child of table. Add a t-body. In HTML, tr cannot be a child of table. Wait, what? Really? That's silly. Cannot be a cannot be a child of table. I mean, I saw that before, but it just seems silly. T-body. I mean, why would it not be able to be a child? So I also need to filter out my game situations because there's offensive and defensive on your playbook. So I didn't really sort it. In fact, really, I think I need to, I probably am missing a designator. Because I don't think any of those values will designate for me whether it's a defensive play or not. Nope, I have nothing. None of those. There's down distance, minutes left, leading by, but those can all be equally valid for a defensive play. And I want to sort them so you can deal with your defense separate from your offense. And yeah, so no more errors. Woohoo! So what I will need to do, unfortunately, is tweak my... I say unfortunately, only because, I have this all working. Now I got to go change it. Because, it's not a trivial thing. Because when you change this, you got to run the proto. And then you got to go down here and you got to change the call. And then you got all these bits and bobs and parts and whatevers that all need to be edited. Well, maybe, wait. Yeah, maybe not. What else? What do we got here? Can't find game error. Store. I thought there was like everything needed to be changed. Game plan. No, that's pretty generic there. Make map. Game plan. Huh. Could have swore there was more. Types? Okay, so types has... to be honest... What was that? Oh, whatever. I have offer up on my phone. It jinged at me. Da-ding! Free means free for these items. Whatever. I always think it's funny how people will go to a sale or bring something home because it's cheaper than usual, and they say, I saved this money. I saved 50%, or it was free. I'm like, would you have gotten it if it wasn't? If you wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't, then you didn't save any money and you took up space. like what? You don't, if you spend less, you still spent. Spending zero is less than what you spent. So you didn't save anything. You spent money that you weren't going to spend as it was. Now, if you have to have that item and like you were going to spend and you needed to, like it's food, right? So you save money on food because you got to eat food. That's saving money because you were going to spend it anyway. Unless, of course, it was, you know, ho-hos or something. You probably shouldn't have bought those, but that's a different problem. I'll talk about anything on this channel. You're like, what is this? What is this nonsense you're jabbering off about now? Okay, so my game situation. So we got an ID. You know, I'm trying to think if I need my favorite plays to be in an array, because I'm only going to have 4 possible. And I got to change these because I just realized these are output only. They need to be. I need to turn them into URLs that will let something happen. I need to change them into URLs because what I want to do is when they select something, like say they click on the down, they want to change that play. It's like, I don't care about 1st and 10, but I want it changed to 3rd and 10 or whatever. I'm wondering if it should be better to allow them to edit a line, or if I should just have them delete a line. You know, delete and add. I'm trying to visualize it less as a business app, more as a game. Okay, so how do games add and remove options? Usually almost like toggle buttons, but I can't really do that because you got to be able to add items to your list. And I'm almost wondering if I should allow finite amounts of conditions. You know, do we really need that? What if they want to list every play out for the whole game? They're scripting the entire game. Which you can't script it completely because the game doesn't allow for. I'm not going to allow for 100% scripting, but you can script it out to the level of your favorite plays, which would highly increase the odds of those plays being called. So you might, like if you have a favorite play 1 and 2, and you do try to script out pretty much every point in the game, because you could do it 1st through 4th, and then you would basically have to be like, you know what I'm thinking? I think minutes in half and minutes in game should be set by like 5-minute increments. I mean, I don't want to have them be 1-minute increments, but it can't be 5-minute increments, right? I mean, you're going to want to do specific things a lot of times when there's less than 5 minutes, but once you get to 2 minutes, you might just be going Hail Mary, you know, I mean, or you might want to do certain things especially if you're behind, but you might not do that unless you're under 2 minutes in the game, you know, in that crucial end of game zone, or even halftime. You know, you try things at halftime. I'm trying to visualize. Okay, so there is a game. Boy, I'm really darkening out, man, my camera. There is a game that lets you edit plays. Now, it's really bad about your options, but it lets you do it for a couple of situations. And I'm trying to. I mean, it gives you like 3 options, like 2 minutes left in the game. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to give you a lot more, granular control, because that's the whole point. Because this is a football sim, right? So it's, all right. So let's try something here. I'm gonna go. Let's open up this guy. Go here, and we'll go there, and can I shrink this guy? All right, and then we'll push that out of the way, and we'll go. Can I connect this guy? Figaro. Dang it. Alright, so I need to go to here. Oh, nope. Here. Then we go here. Which app was it? I may have which app was it? Was it Goat? It might have been Goat. Either that or I already uninstalled it because it wasn't good. Might have been Goat. This is one of the football games, and this is. I'm just trying to think about how they might allow you to enter in multiple. I'm pretty sure it's not Goat. Goat is about. This one's about a single player's career, and it doesn't do simming. You don't have no simulations. Well, it does, but they're totally 100% unviewable. They're just. Yeah, this is. I don't even know how that works. Oh, stop it. I thought I turned off that sound. No. Gosh darn hobbits. Message calls, apps, photos, sync, all paper transfer, cross device, copy paste, instant hotspot, audio player. It's off. It's supposed to be off. Why is it trying to play it there? It's not supposed to do that. I turned it off. Huh. Well, anyway. This is not the app. I don't know how to get out of here. How do I even do anything in here? There's only Goat Quest and you can't select on anything. Is this one of those? Oh, this is one of those ones that don't like my screen. My screen is apparently too short for games. It cuts off the bottom. So whoever designed these games isn't like thinking about phones that aren't a certain length at least. Oh, see, somehow it's like, I don't know why it says launch career. I should already have. Alright, so we go here. Yeah, this is not the one. This one doesn't do it. Plays are of irrelevance on this one. Okay, so that's not it. What is the name of that game? Retro Bro, man. That's that one is okay. 2K Playmakers. No, that ain't it either. I must have uninstalled it because it wasn't good. Most of these really aren't that good. Football Head Coach 25, I don't think you can do anything with your plays. In fact, I'm mostly positive. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. It's possible. I've been known to be wrong once in a while. Just don't tell anybody. Alright, let's see if I can get this one to show. Did that? If this ain't it, I'm not gonna. Social train team. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, there's no play calling on this. You got the market. This one's really just about collecting your players. And I played it for a bit, and then I realized it was going to be a problem, so I stopped playing it. But it almost had me for a bit there. I was even ready to start getting my buddies on it, and then one of them told me, I played that. I played it all the way up, and then it's like you just hit a point where you can't do anything else. I'm like, lame. Yep. Then once he explained what it was, I'm like, yeah, you're right. I should have saw that. The classic hit the ceiling with the stupid high overpowered guys. Okay, so that didn't. I don't have that. Oh, what do I do? What's the best way? I gotta start thinking visually for how things lay out. How do you? I mean, it's okay to have a box. I mean, football is all about boxes, but a box with a list of simulation situations. But maybe 10? I mean, what's a good? Like, so if you wanted to have 10 defensive and 10 offensive situations that you have custom plays for. I mean, really. I mean, if you say like. I mean, I don't know. 20? I mean, really, if you do, like, let's presume the game is going to be successful. I mean, moderately successful. Maybe not 1 million downloads, but maybe it gets 50,000 downloads. And of those 50,000, you figure, what, 10%? No, 5% actually, really get into the game. So what is that? 2,500 people? So 2,500 people really start liking the game. And of those, how many do you think make really big game situations? Or, a playbook that uses more than 10 game situations. I'd probably say it's less than 5% of those. So you're talking about 102 people? 102.5 people? 100 people do 20 plus game situations on a 50,000 download situation. So even if that doubles, let's say I get 100,000 downloads, we're still talking about 200 people putting in 20. Now let's assume everybody puts in a minimum of 5, so maybe they average 7 game situations per person of those 2,500 or 5,000 even. So you're talking about 7, so 5,000 doing about 7. So that's about what? 35,000 rows. It's really not that much. I mean, in data speak, 35,000 rows ain't much. Yeah, it's a little bit of a delay, but it's not like they're all going to be on there at the same time running simulations using all those plays. It's, it's about the about data consumption, right? Plus, I wonder, you ever wonder why like Marvel Snap only lets you have 20 decks? I mean, I always thought it was silly, or they don't give you any stats back, you know, because I always thought it'd be great, like you could click on a deck and it would show you win-loss percentage, or you know, number of games lost, won and lost on that deck, and maybe out of the last 10 times, because you might change the deck some, but it might say the last 10 times it's played, or 20 times, so people can kind of see how their deck is doing, you know, kind of get a feel. That's like it would be easy to put in. But are they just being cheap because that requires, you know, data? They don't want to provide that information because it means they have to store data they don't want to store. I mean, I know they're running tests on how cards are performing and stuff, so they must be keeping a lot of that data anyway. And they know the decks that people are building because they always say, this is performing pretty good in these kind of decks or in those kind of decks, and doesn't do much in those kind of decks. I'm like, well, then you know all the decks, you know how cards are doing, you must know how the decks are doing. You could easily tell that. So they don't have an excuse other than maybe they're just being cheap because, you know, they don't want to pay Amazon. What I understand is they use Amazon for their web services. So all that stuff is going through Amazon's web services system. And of course, they probably charge you by how much data you're using and how much throughput. So the more information they pass, maybe they're just being cheap. I don't know. And this is why, for those of you who don't, you know, they always wonder why games shut down instead of just letting people have them. Because they have to pay for the resources involved. And if they're putting these games out on, like, you know, some cloud provider, their services, they have to pay for that. And if they run below a certain amount of people, then they can't afford to pay for that anymore because it's no longer offsetting the cost of the systems they're using. Now, yeah, but you remember they're probably bigger than pay as you go, because pay as you go can get expensive if you actually have a lot going on. But they're not small enough for pay as you go, so they're getting that big output. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to add a defensive, offensive. I just got to decide how much of a limit I want to clamp down, and that could be a UI limit. I could put 20 as the limit. I mean, that's a lot of scenarios. 20 offensive scenarios to deal with. And would it be better to just give them 20 lines and then they can, you know, set them, or allow them to keep adding, which means you have to have a dynamic addition list and then just show it. Anyway, I have my output going. I've got to decide how I want to do that. But I have exceeded my development time for the week. So now I have to wait until my next window, which might be either late tomorrow or sometime Sunday. I've got stuff going on this weekend's busy weekend. So it might be Monday. Ugh, bummer. Hey, if any of my backers, I don't even know how many I've got. I think it's like 0 now, on Indiegogo, decide to stop by and want to ask questions, or even if you're just contemplating, please follow, subscribe, ask questions. Feel free to IM me. You can use my Discord, which is there underneath on my description. You can just whatever, ask questions about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, what's the plan for things. I do have a plan to pass my my developer playbook, developer forecast, whatever it is, up to the Indiegogo campaign as an update, probably next week. And beyond that, subscribe and follow if you like, and you want to see how this progresses, even if you're just going along for the ride and want to watch. that's cool too. Everybody's welcome. This is a new channel, so it's not getting the viewership that my other channel was. So any help in that area, pass the word on to others. That would be great. I think that's it. I probably will be back. I want to say at some point Sunday, probably, on this channel. In the meantime, I do have my other channel, Active Mind Gamer, and I'll probably be on that tonight or tomorrow, doing some gamey stuff. And what else? Hey, if you happen to be up to it, you want to see the other product that I created at some point. It's the Mage Cage and the X Case. You can go check it out at YouTube and Instagram under Active Minds Games. That's the name of my my hobby business. I would love for it to be full time, but it's not there yet. Check it out though. I sell the ultimate in storage cases for miniatures. Yes, it's the ultimate. It's the best. It's the greatest. And I challenge you to tell me it's not. Ooh, yeah, it's a challenge. It's an expandable, transportable display case that you can mount on the wall, configure it into any shape, you want. I would recommend something more of a cube, since anything else would be kind of silly. But you can carry it with you to the local shops and stores. Just check it out. Go to YouTube, Instagram for videos and pictures. And you can buy the Mage Cage at AM Games Direct. Sorry, no more X cases available. Well, I got like 5 blue ones. Does that count? But you can get the others. And I've got the magnetic inserts and the flex iron bases for your minis to stick to the inserts. That's it. Till next time.